Hello. This is a little bit early because the new moon is in a day from now, so Tuesday the 25th. But happy new moon because the sun is in Scorpio, Venus is in Scorpio. Happy Scorpio season. And when the new moon enters, then, happy new moon. It's the beginning of the next 30 days. And when the moon enters, that's when it's really going to officially start off. But it's already good to kind of get into our heads because it's so close anyways. And already we have so much Scorpio energy here with the sun and Venus being in Scorpio. So it's good to ask yourself, okay, how do I want to transform over the next 30 days? How do I want to grow? What emotions do I want to uplift? Like deep currents from the undercurrent. What do I want to bring to the surface and enjoy? A lot of people don't understand that. They think Scorpio is this dark, scary energy. And really what Scorpio is about is sublimating the darkness in our lives, the pain, the sorrow, the suffering, into joy, into bliss, into happiness. And that's why when a Scorpio really understands themselves and they understand life and they understand love and the universe, they're an unstoppable force of positivity and goodness. And though they might feel the desire sometimes, because we're human, to get back at other people, and like the shadow side, the unconscious side, it's a very warrior-like energy, but not in a wise way, potentially, the unconscious side, right? They don't, just because a wise Scorpio might feel that urge, they know better. And the best part of Scorpio is the master of that warrior energy. I always think of a samurai with Scorpio because it's so strong. It's so, samurai are so powerful and so disciplined in a sense. They're so in tune with their power, but they don't, obviously, the culture in general, I don't mean to generalize about all samurai throughout history because certainly that wasn't the case, but the culture in general was so powerful and graceful and elegant and deeply poetic, deeply emotional, deeply artistic, and deeply wise. And that's what Scorpio energy is to me. So focus on what emotions you wish to heal, how you want to transform. We are in that season. A lot of it has to do with relationships still because of Sun and Venus being conjunct, but also because Mercury is still in Libra. So taking time to enjoy yourself with loved ones. Relationships can really help us to grow a lot over the next 3 weeks as Venus makes its way through Scorpio as well as the Sun in Scorpio. Because they're conjunct, because Sun and Venus are conjunct, but also because Sun and Venus are opposite, transiting Uranus and Taurus. So the opportunity to evolve a lot because of our relationships, the opportunity to evolve our relationships is very present. I almost forgot, and I don't want to forget because this is really important to me, and I think it could be of great service to people. Just like I said in the last video, the completely free Super Soother Summit is this Saturday, and it's a collection of, it's a live stream for about like 7 hours or so, starting 9 a.m. Pacific time, going until about 5 p.m. Pacific time, about 8, so I guess that's 8 hours. And one of my videos focused specifically on healing. I hadn't actually realized how important this would be, especially since it's Scorpio season, because Scorpio season is all about healing. But this whole summit is about empowering ourselves, enlightening ourselves, healing ourselves, clarifying our emotions. There's a lot of great videos that are going to be on there, and I'm really excited to watch those, and I'm also excited to be a part of it because I did a 30-minute video of how astrology can be used to be able to help us to heal and to understand ourselves. So that video is going live. I believe it's 9:35 if I'm not mistaken. If you register, and you can register in the link in this description, then you'll be able to have all the information. You'll be able to catch it. And there's also going to be, throughout the broadcast, I do a little snippet for each sun sign of how each sun sign can be more in tune with their basic nature and also heal. So there's a lot of good stuff there. And I forgot to mention last time, there's also a Q&A at the end. So I'll be there live as well as the other speakers. I believe it's at 4:30. Again, all the information you can access if you register in the link in the description of this video. But I will be there, and any questions that you'd like to ask, you're more than welcome to ask in relation to astrology or life, healing, etc. And there's also going to be a raffle of, I'm going to be doing giving away 3 free hour-long readings. So again, all the information to be able to take part is totally free. It's free to register, it's free to attend, etc. It's going to be an awesome experience. I can't recommend it enough. Again, it's this Saturday, the 29th, 9 a.m. to about 5 p.m. Pacific time, and my video is going up at about, I think, 9:35 or something. Info in the registration. But yeah, have fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be there, and I hope to see you there. And as always, I'm doing readings too. So, and you know what? Something that came to me, I got a really cool reading request. I've done all kinds of readings. I've been reading professionally for over 10 years. And I've gotten a lot of readings for parents of children wanting to know how to raise their children better, of trying to understand siblings, trying to understand their own parents, trying to understand all kinds of people. And I think I don't advertise that enough. That, yes, of course, I'm happy to do readings of people looking at their own natal charts. I think that's a really great place to start. But that being said, if somebody wants to get a chart for a loved one, I'm happy to do that. As long as it's of positive intention. I'm not trying to help anyone spy on anyone or manipulate the information for their own gain. But you can tell when somebody wants something like that. Anyways, I don't do those readings. But if you want to understand somebody else better, and speaking of relationships, to be able to make the relationship better, romantic relationship, friendship, family, whatever, I love to do those readings. I love to do all kinds of readings, really, as long as the vibe is, positive. Yeah, it's my honor to do readings. I love doing readings. So that link is also in the description to book a reading with me. And don't be shy. I offer all kinds of readings. And if you don't want to, a Skype reading, we could do phone reading. If you don't want a phone reading, I do recorded audio, I do recorded video, I do written readings. So if you're shy, like I know a lot of people are, it's totally cool. I can always just make a reading for you, and then it's yours for forever. So anyways, I just want to say that relationships are going to be a big focal point for the next several weeks. I think really the next 3 weeks especially. So I think something that goes along with that too is whenever we enter a season that is a fixed energy, so the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, that's the heart of that season. It's the main gist, the main energy. I mean, it's not like it's a better energy than any other energy. It's all just energy, but it's a time where we really focus. And this season that we're in, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, is majorly about relationships. Libra and Scorpio are the most relationship oriented out of all of the zodiac energies. Everyone loves relationships, but when we enter Libra and Scorpio season, that's when we all focus majorly on our relationships. And the theme continues, but now we're going deeper. So for the last month, with the sun being in Libra, and for the last several weeks, with Venus having been in Libra as well, we were focused on relationships, but it's not like Scorpio. Scorpio is, again, is fixed energy. Libra is more open, more about, let's see over here, let's see over there. Who do I want to connect with? Who do I want to go deeper with? Romantically, work-wise, all across the board. Scorpio is when it's like, okay, we're making decisions. We're going to go really deep with this person. We've kind of tested people out. This person's the one that seems the most promising. Seems like we can go the most, it seems like we connect with them emotionally. It seems like we can go really deep with them. So that's really good to keep in mind. Is we've already started that when it comes to our relationships. And this also goes for not like so much new people as well, that all, like I was saying, but also the existing relationships. It also, instead of like, lightness, laughter, the last month of people, loved ones already in our lives, now it's like, okay, let's go deep. What are your fears? What are your dreams? What are your hopes? What have you been through? What's the darkest thing that you've been through? We need that time period. We need that. There are other time periods of being light and fluffy and fun, and we're still barely into Scorpio season, and Mercury's in Libra for almost the rest of October. The next, I think really though, when the moon enters Scorpio on the 25th, basically a day from now, with that new moon, we're going to go really deep into the emotions, really deep into our relationships. So that's really good to focus on. I think that's good for today. Just focus on the next month. One last thing is just focus on what puzzles you want to solve. We'll cover this more as time goes on, but Mars is in Gemini, and that has a major part of all of this. So a key part of going deeper into our emotions is conversations, and we're gonna need a lot of information. Honestly, I'm not trying to sell the Supercellular Summit with this, but that's a perfect example. It's like we need to bring in information over the course of the Scorpio season, because Mars, the ruler of Scorpio, is in Gemini. So to go deeper into our emotions, we got to get more information. We got to be able to verbalize things. We got to understand things, which means we need to talk to other people. We need to listen to other people. So that too is really good to keep in mind. And otherwise, just breathe deep. Take each day at a time. There's no need to get caught up in anxiety. Take your time, breathe deep, go deeper into your emotions. Try to understand the root source, the root cause. That'll be really helpful. Definitely. Infinite love to you, my friends. Namaste. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.